Now, this is the first vlog, of the Bag Show, and today I wanted to talk about politics, about the election, about Democrats and Republicans. It ain't really organized, but because I ain't had time to organize it, but just kind of follow me. Now, normally I vote, and normally I vote Democrat. And I've been voting. I voted for Biden. I voted for Hillary. I voted for Obama. As far as presidential elections go. And when I voted for Obama, I was voting for Obama because I actually liked Obama. I liked the way, I liked the personality. I liked what he was saying. I didn't agree with all his politics because I never considered myself Democrat or Republican. But I liked him. And then when it came to Trump, I didn't like him. I didn't really like Hillary, and I didn't really like Biden, but I don't like Trump. Didn't like his personality, didn't like some of the things he said, did. So that motivated me to vote. Now, we got a big election coming up in Georgia. We got the first black governor, and she female, Stacey Abrams. And then we got the Republican governor. I don't remember his name. But this is the first big election where I've decided not to vote. I'm not voting because I don't like nobody running. Like, I can't say I like the Republican dude. I can't say I like him. I heard some bad things about him. I do like the gun law. I really like the gun law. I like the fact that you don't need a license or registration, because to me that's just like if guns legal, just let them be legal. As long as I'm not a felon, why do I need to keep, registering to keep getting paperwork on it and all that? So I feel like it just simplifies the whole process of legally owning a firearm. And I feel like the Stacey Abrams want to make it complicated. She want to give police a reason to harass you. Because if you need papers on every gun needs to be registered, and you can't carry the gun like this or like that, or it can't be loaded, or it can't be on you, or you can't have it open, and all these rules with the guns, it gives the police a reason to harass you. When with the law is not, all they can do is see if you're a felon. If you're not a felon, they give it back to you. You know what I'm saying? I never understood the law before it was changed, where you couldn't have a loaded firearm in your car. That never made sense to me, because like, why? Now you can carry it loaded, unloaded, in your car, in your hand, on your person, in your home, whatever. But that never made sense to me, because why would what's the purpose of having a gun that's not loaded? And so you mean to tell me I can't have my gun loaded? If something happened, I gotta get it, I gotta load it, I gotta cock it, I gotta do all this, and you never know what type of situation you might be in. And so by trying to follow the law, you actually put yourself at a disadvantage to somebody who don't care about the law. You know what I'm saying? Or I also don't like the Democrat stance on automatic weapons. Like, they basically think we just need single shot, small guns with 6 bullets in it. Like, that's good if your target is unarmed or unaware. But if you in any type of situation where you in a shootout, where you got multiple attackers, one gun with 6 bullets that's not an automatic is not going to be very useful if you got 2 or 3 people coming at you with, you know what I'm saying, with multiple guns. And as a person defending yourself, you never know what type of situation you might be in and have to defend yourself, because you're not planning to get attacked. You're not planning to get robbed. And I'm a business owner, so if I'm in the business by myself and I got 2 or 3 guys trying to rob me, I'm gonna want an automatic gun with 30 rounds, 50 rounds, because I want to be able to defend myself against multiple people who are potentially armed and potentially dangerous and potentially have more, they've probably been in more shootouts than me. So I need to be at least better armed than them, you know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be harder for them to walk around with something big, with a Draco or an AR-15. If they come to do a robbery, they might be too noticeable to be running around with a big gun, so they probably gonna have something small and something light. So by me being in my own home, my own business, by me having something big, that could potentially save my life. So I never understood the whole argument on that side. And so one of the things I don't like is Stacey Abrams. Is she's running specifically. She ran ads on it to change the gun laws back to what they was. And so I just can't rock with that. And I agree with the Democrats on some things, but I can't rock with that. And it's like, when you look at the political parties from a black man's standpoint, when you look at the political parties, you got the Republicans who don't really want to help you, don't want to give no benefits. They very, very pro white America, but they seem to be anti-immigrant. They seem to be anti-black. They seem to be anti, in some of their statements, they want to give minorities as little help as possible, and but they seem to kind of stay out your business and let you do your own thing. So in some ways, it's a benefit. They seem to have better laws when it comes to business, but then when it comes to giving money to underserved communities and businesses, they seem to be hesitant. So it's like you win in some areas because they stay out your business, less red tape. You basically have access to the same things everybody else have access to, except no preferential treatment in account of the fact that you like no help to even the playing field, because we as black businessmen, we come in at a disadvantage. You know what I'm saying? Democrats, they promise to help us, right? And the Republicans, no help. You at the bottom, you start up at the bottom. If you make it to the top, you enjoy the same rights as people at the top. But, you know what I'm saying, we're not going to prevent you from making it, but we ain't going to help you. And the Democrats are more, will help you if you follow, all these rules and you stay inside this bubble, et cetera, et cetera. We'll help you. So it's like they want to be all in your business. They want to know, you know what I'm saying? If you fart, they want to know about it. But they'll help you. You know what I'm saying? And then the morality of the Democrats on some issues is like, they promote. It's like they basically the gay baby killers, And so it's always been kind of, they when they running on LGBT issues and abortion rights and all of that, it's like it don't appeal to me. I don't like the promotion of, the promotion of a certain lifestyle. Like they call it the gay agenda. Like I'm not gonna, I don't want to say the gay agenda, because everybody have an agenda. If you don't have an agenda, something wrong with you. So everybody has an agenda. So I don't want to say like it's some spooky, like gay agenda, but gay people are a small minority, right, in America. But we see them all over the TV. We see them all over ads. You know, they trying to put them in the curriculum in schools and all that in the books. But it's not that many of them. Like it's probably, I would say it's probably less than 5% of the population. But if you watch TV, you would think they was probably 25% of the population. You know, so I feel like that's something that they're pushing it heavy. And, you know, they're promoting it. It's like it's like they're trying to force people to be okay with it. And I feel like this is America, and you have a right to be who you want to be. You have that freedom. But do I have to like it? Do I have to participate? Do I have to agree with it? You know what I'm saying? Can I just give me the freedom to say that's weird, that I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm not going to try to beat you up or stop you from doing it, or I'm not going to protest, against y'all with anything y'all trying to do. I just don't want to, like, I'm not going to be holding no picket sign saying, gay people shouldn't get married. I'm not going to hold a picket sign, but I'm not going to be at the gay wedding. I'm not going to be at the wedding. I'm not going to be at the bar, at the club, the gay club. But I'm not going to be outside picketing them either. I'm not going to be trying to stop them from doing them either. I just don't want to, just do it over there. Doing them, I'm not involved. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't involve me. But I feel like I should be able to speak on issues, especially the trans issue, because that's where it's like that's where I feel they really making the scientific community especially look bad. The scientific community is trying to defend gender dysphoria and the lifestyle, the mentality, and trying to defend the idea of somebody being born in the wrong body, or somebody being able to change their sex, and the being able to change what the idea of a woman and what a man is. Being able to say men could get pregnant now, and so they really making the scientific community look stupid, cause they got you justifying some shit that just don't make sense, and they got y'all. You gotta back it up. You gotta justify and argue and say this makes sense, and y'all look so stupid. And I feel like the scientific community was in some debates, they have some of the most extreme of the religious community. They were making religious people look stupid on certain issues, but now it's flipped, and the main reason it's flipped is the trans. It's the whole trans debate has flipped it, where the scientific community look like idiots because they try to justify some shit that don't make sense. And I think most of them know it don't make sense. They know it don't make sense. Their hands is tied. You know, they can lose their job. They can lose everything, lose their livelihood if they say the wrong thing. Especially if they work for the government. If you were a scientist and you work for the government and you you say the wrong thing, you fired. Career over, especially if you're on the left side of the aisle. This shit don't make sense though. If it don't matter how much you believe you are something, if I can prove otherwise, I can prove otherwise. You say you a woman. I can prove I can prove that you man. DNA test, man. You know, or they say male. You know, they trying to be, you know, political with science. You know, they're trying to be nice with science, and it's fucking them up. It's fucking them up. It's kind of funny, but I just that kind of and not just that, because it's one thing if somebody is an adult, right, and they making their own decisions. They 18 or older or whatever, and they want to sex change or whatever, but starting it on kids. You got Dwayne Wade's son. But I don't know what was he, 6, 7, 8? And they started transitioning this boy at a young age like that, like before, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it's the same society, because I'm Muslim, that attack Muslims, right? Because they say the prophet had a young wife, you know, who was she was 12, some people say 9, some people say, you know, it's different ages, you know what I'm saying? That was the custom, you know, at that time. Like, when you look at when the Virgin Mary gave birth, if you look at the times, that was the custom in that time. But to say that what they did was pedophilia because they were getting married young, then what is transition? But at 7 or 8, you can let people identify sexually, transition. You gonna, you know what I'm saying? You gonna give them hormones and do surgery and all this stuff on children. Is crazy. So that makes it very hard for me to say I'm Democrat or say I'm liberal. Like, it's shit like that make it hard to say that. And then the racism and the other stuff with the Republicans make it hard to say. So I've never really felt at home in a party as a black man. I never really felt like I was Democrat or Republican. Like, I liked Obama because I just liked him. I just liked Obama, right? And I just didn't like Trump, you know. So, in the election with Obama, I'm voting for Obama because I liked him. And Trump, you know, and both times I'm voting against Trump because I ain't like Hillary, you know. And then now, let me get back locally in Georgia. Well, another thing that had me kind of scared to vote for Stacey Abrams is, I don't know if y'all keeping up with the whole Young Thug and the Rico and all of that. Young Thug and Gunna, and then now they throwing in, you know, more rap groups and all of that. At first it was with YF and Lucci, etc. Now, I feel like, I'm not saying that people shouldn't be arrested for committing crimes. I'm not saying that. If you have evidence of a crime being committed and you have evidence that this person ordered it, you got witnesses, etc., use that. But I think the RICO in and of itself is being abused. right? They using a RICO to target. They calling any group a gang. The record label, YSL is a record label, right? It might have some street influences too, but the fact that they was able to arrest people, and charge the whole group with all the same crimes, because they're saying it's a RICO, they're saying it's racketeering, they're saying it's a criminal organization. You know what I'm saying? And this is a rap label that had some street people in it that were doing some stuff, but they wasn't making money off of crime. They making money off music. So this is not a criminal enterprise. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the mob. This is a group of people who became successful in music, who still got some people in the street. And if you got bodies on people, you know, if he killed him for him, and you can prove that, charge him with murder. You know, why RICO? Because if this guy did this for this guy, and this guy might got caught with a gun or some drugs, but he wasn't tied to this and this. Because you said RICO, everybody's tied to all the same crimes. And they all gotta fight it together. And so it's you know what I'm saying? Like Gunna. Gunna ain't do nothing but make songs, and he had a misdemeanor charge. That's it. And so now he's being tied in a RICO. So he's being charged with murder, a murder that he had nothing to do with. Just because he was affiliated with the... So I feel like RICO... there's nothing wrong with charging folks for what they did. If you got the proof, charge them, fight it. But using... The way Fani is using the RICO really got me scared of putting a black woman in power. Because I don't think they like us like that. And I feel like you give black women too much power, sadly, and I don't want to think like this, but I've seen it. They use it against black men. I feel like if you give a black man power, he look out for black people, for the most part. You give a black woman power, she look out for women and white men. You know, somebody trying to get in. I had the little camera right there. She look out for women and white men. And so I really don't, you know. So I'm really kind of nervous about Stacey Abrams. She might win anyway, and I'll be happy if she wins. It'll be a big thing for black people. But then I'll be worried about, you know what I'm saying, what she gonna do to us. You know, what she gonna do to us. So that's my concerns on that. And if the Republicans keep power, things will pretty much stay the way they are. You know? And it's not, you know, great, but it's all right. So, you know, it's like I guess I'm comfortable with the way things are. You know what I'm saying? And I doubt that a Democratic governor would make it better. I hope that it'll be better. But all she's been promising is to make it harder to to own guns, and make it easier to kill babies. That's all she's really promised. And then I guess, healthcare funding and small business, and all that. If you follow, certain rules and you fit in certain demographics, et cetera, there might be some benefits there. So all in all, it might be a good thing. But I'm just not excited about it. I'm not. So that's why I'm not gonna vote. I'm not telling nobody not to vote. I understand why people vote, and I definitely wouldn't tell nobody not to vote. But that's my take on it, man. My take on politics right now. I'm gonna be doing more blogs. This is my first one, so I'm kind of rambling. I'm probably just gonna ramble on all of them. Like, that might be my, my style. Because most time I be in here thinking and just kind of, talking to friends, talking to family, talking to myself sometimes, and just I don't feel like I don't hear no voice like mine with thoughts like mine. You know what I'm saying? On these blogs that I listen to and on the internet, I think I have a different perspective, a unique perspective. And so part of the reason I'm doing this, I just want to see, does anybody agree with me? You know what I'm saying? If you agree, leave a message. Does anybody, or does everybody disagree with me? Because even then, it's unique. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm the only one think like this. And if I'm the only one think like this, tell me why I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Or if you ain't never thought like this till you heard me, then, tell me how I might inspire you to think differently. But it's the Bag Show, I'm just telling what I think and how I feel about what we know and about what we don't. Peace.